It's probably one of the most powerful three-word sentences, and yet it's one that's not often used. I'm talking about those three words, I am sorry. Why is it so difficult for us to say that? Why is it so difficult for some of us to apologize? Hello and welcome to another edition of Chai with Pai, our weekly series of videos where I try and share simple lessons and stories which can help each of us become just a bit better. You probably remember the time when someone did something that hurt you, and what hurt you even more was that they didn't bother to apologize. Remember that? I'm sure you do. But I'm not sure if you also remember the time when you were the one who hurt somebody and then didn't bother to apologize because you didn't think it was your fault. Happened, hasn't it? What I want to do is to try and share with you some of the stuff that I've learned about the power of being able to say, I'm sorry, the power of apologizing. I think whether it's in a relationship or it's at work as a leader or in a team, being able to say, I'm sorry can become a life skill. So here are 5 things I want you to remember which can help you to manage your relationships better by being able to say, I'm sorry. Here's the first one. Remember, being able to say I'm sorry or being able to apologize is not a sign of weakness. It's a sign of strength. Some of the most powerful things you can say as a person, as a leader, are phrases like, I'm sorry, or I think I made a mistake, or I was wrong. Just being able to say these can actually open the door to building trust and building a better relationship. So remember, being able to say I'm sorry is a sign of strength, not a weakness. Here's the second one. Apology and self-worth are very strongly correlated. Higher the sense of self-worth, you will find easier it becomes to apologize and to say I'm sorry. Remember that, and every time you feel that you need to apologize, try and tell yourself that, wow, it's a sign of my growing self-confidence, a sign of my growing self-worth. There is another point to remember here, which is this, that if someone does something to you and does not apologize, don't fret it. Don't worry too much about it. Just rationalize that it's only an indication of their diminishing or rather low sense of self-worth. Do that and you'll be able to forgive other people and not worry too much about the fact that they did not apologize. Third one, when you have to say I'm sorry, just say I'm sorry. Don't add a but. Don't try and qualify the apology. The mistake some of us make is when we have to apologize, we say something like, I'm sorry, but actually what happened was, or I'm sorry, but you were the one who started it. Don't go there. Just say, I'm sorry. A good apology is bereft of explanations, rationalizations, defensiveness. Just stay far from it and say, I'm sorry, and don't bother to add but to try and explain yourself. I'm sorry, no but. Fourth, speed matters. Timeliness matters. What happens to some of us is we do the wrong thing, and then in that moment, we don't want to apologize. We try and hold the high ground, we try and rationalize, we try and explain that it's not our fault, it's somebody else's mistake. And then after the problem gets bigger and after, the water level has risen, we then realize that we perhaps need to apologize. Here's a simple tip. If you think you need to apologize, do it quickly. Don't waste time. The quicker you are to apologize, the less severe the mistake might appear. And in fact, you will find that the other person is far more willing to let go, far more willing to forgive. And that little mistake or error or hurt hasn't had the time to grow into this monstrous thing which makes the apology look like too little, too late. So don't wait, apologize quickly. And the last and the fifth point that I want to make is this, and I think it's easily the most powerful one. An apology is not an indication that you are wrong and the other person is right. It's only a way of saying that you value the relationship a lot more than your ego. Think about it. An apology is not an admission that you are wrong and the other person's right. It's only an admission that you value the relationship over your own ego. That is such a powerful idea. It is something that can help all of us. Anybody who values relationships, who values the other people in your life, you need to be someone who then learns to apologize. Another thing to remember is this: when somebody else apologizes to you, it is not an admission that the other person was wrong and you were right. It's only a realization for you that the other person values this relationship more than they valued their own ego. Remember that and become the kind of person who doesn't think too much about saying those three powerful words: I am sorry. That's all in this week's edition of Chai with Pi. Do remember to share this video, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button on my YouTube channel so you don't miss future editions of Chai with Pi. Until next time, enjoy your chai.